Hey family, it's your girl Camielle Janae, and today we're talking about how holidays can be hard. Before we get into it, first make sure you like and subscribe to this video so that you can get notifications for more upcoming videos. Okay, so we know we got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, we got Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever holiday you celebrate. Typically, it has to do with you and other members of your family all getting together, things like that, right? And so that's why it's really been on my heart to make this video, because a lot of people are like, I love this time of the year. It's my favorite time of the year. Everyone's happy. Everyone's in the mood to give, things like that. But that is not the case. Some people, right, hate this time of the year. They're ready for it to pass. We know it gets dark early, and we are more prone to complain because people are saying how it's only 5 o'clock, but they feel like it's already time to go to bed. If you can relate, you already know. So I just really wanted to come on here and talk about how I can relate. Okay, I have experienced loss a great deal too, and just how I navigate through that. And hopefully this is helpful to you. So I'll go a little bit into my story. When I was 18, and I'm the oldest of 5 siblings, by the way. So when I was 18, I lost my mom. And for a little bit more information on that, me and her, we were super close. I only grew up with my mom and then eventually my stepdad when I was really little. And I've never met my actual dad. So you could just imagine me being the oldest, me and her. We talked about everything, you know. We had a relationship to where she trusted me, you know, if I was with my friends, things like that. And she really instilled a lot of good things in me. You know, I grew up going to church, things like that. I had to help out, of course, with my younger siblings, whether that's changing diapers, whether that's fixing the food, washing dishes. I was the dishwasher. You know, if you watched the video of my brother, we talked about that. But yeah, it came with a lot, but it was a lot of good in that. So anyways, yeah, when I turned 18, that summer was really rough for us. We were actually homeless for, you know, just a couple of weeks. And I say just because I always know there's someone with a story that's, you know, bigger, deeper, more sad, things like that than mine. And so I just want to say, yeah, we were homeless for just a couple weeks because it could have been much longer. And we were really going through, really struggling things. I'd also graduated from high school that summer. And the crazy thing is my mom, she felt really strongly. She wanted to throw me a graduation party, and she did. And so, you know, we didn't know that she would pass that summer, but I always have that to cherish how she did that for me. And it was really special. So that summer, you know, it was a sudden thing. She didn't have like no ongoing sickness and things like that. It was very sudden. It was really hot. She had gotten a job, so she had to walk, things like that. And that morning, it was crazy because we got to talk to some of our family and things because it just so also happened to be my aunt's birthday. So it was like midnight, and we called and we sang happy birthday and things, you know, and just had that great moment to her. And this is her sister. They're super close. And later on in the day, this happened maybe around 2 something, right? She just suddenly passed, and I can get even into more detail, but I think I would like to have, you know, my brother or something on the channel. So stay tuned for that, you know, just to share my story, because now I'm so happy to even say I feel comfortable to share my story, and I want to encourage you to do the same when you feel comfortable. But needless to say, it all happened so fast. Me and my 4 siblings, the next day, we ended up moving in with my aunt who lived like 3 some hours away, and we had to stay with her. She had to find a place big enough for us. You know, it was just a lot, all going at once, right? And so here's the thing with loss. Initially, you have that shock factor. And I'm going to say, even if they have a disease that's been going on, like maybe cancer or something like that, it's still a shock factor there when they first pass, because you just like, you know it's coming and things like that, and it can happen, and, you know, body parts are starting to break down. But then when it actually happens, you're like, oh my gosh, they're actually gone. I'm not going to be able to have any more conversations with them, good times, laughing, things like that, any more holiday moments, memories to share. And so you got that shock factor. Then you talking about if it's like your mom for you, and you know, my whole life changed, we moved locations, things, what am I going to do now? What's going to happen with me? How are we going to get through life? You know, what is life anymore? And so this could be a significant other. It could be anybody you're super close with, a sibling, you know. It really affects us deeply. And so with that, I know a lot of people say, no, it's not no, I just deal with it and I should get over it eventually. No, we're going to continue to feel that sadness and things. You know, once, like I said, that shock, that surprise factor passes on, you still think about it like, I can't believe I'm not going to be able to see them anymore. You know, I've gone through that. I think about that. I think about, you know, the funeral. Oh my gosh, we had that. And, you know, just to see them, you know, lying there in the casket, it's like, oh my gosh. And it's like, that's not the same person I spent all those years with. And so it's like, what do I do now? And the answer is that yes, we can sit up here and be like a Grinch or a Scrooge, and we can be grumpy and hate it, and we can just be angry, and people will understand. They would know, especially if they know our story. Yes, you do have that right. But I'm here to tell you that there is a better way. And I know that from personal experience, because being angry, being upset, just wanting to pass all the time, that's not going to help me get better. And that's the goal. You want to get better. You want to be able to notice the good moments. And so that's what I would say helps me. And that's what I would encourage you to do. With that loss, right, it was a really sad time. It just felt like everything was collapsing. You like throw this whole year away, things like that. These are phrases that people say. But then I would say no, because you cannot tell me that in that entire year, right, since, or however long it's been, right, I was 18, now I'm 32, you do the math, that you have not had any good moments. So take a moment and think about it. I'm talking about little good moments, big good moments. Everyone has. If you're breathing today, that's a good thing that happened to you. If you have a job, that's a good thing, because everyone doesn't have a job. Like, the list goes on and on. You have other family members who love you and take care of you, who does things, you know, that's really special for you and surprise you. We have friends, you know, and so I would say that's a big thing too. When my mom passed, one thing that really hit me was when I was getting ready to go to college, and I ended up going to a different college because I wanted to stay close with my siblings who are all younger than me. And so I was getting ready to go, and I was applying for financial aid and things. And it was so crazy, it really hit me hard, that I qualified or whatever as like a ward of the state. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, when you hear that, you just think like, I don't belong anyone. Like, where is home? And that was crazy that that's what I was under with the financial aid information and things that I had to fill out. And so I just like, oh my gosh. And then even like, where is home? When it comes to the holidays and things, yes, we were with my, you know, now I'm grown and have my own family. But like, if you're talking about going to go visit, like when I was in college, I can go to my aunt's house, or, you know, I can go to my stepdad's and things like that. And it's not to say that they did not do everything that they, you know, could to make it feel like home. It's just inside, we're like, home is really, you know, those people who we've just been so close with for years. And so it's like, when my mom not there, you know, we staying with her being the main adult, you know, in my life, is just like, where is home? You just feel like you over someone else's house, but it's not your home and things. And so if you can relate, again, please, I want you to comment and tell me. And so I just encourage you to find that home. Don't just continue to try to be isolated, to be on your own. Reach out to other people. If you see people reaching out to you, don't push them away. Because a lot of times we may think like nobody's really reaching out. And then we stop and we want to be real about it. People are trying to, but they just don't know how or what's best or the right thing to say. And so open up, because those two examples I use with, you know, Grinch and Scrooge and things, the way the stories end, once they allowed people in, once they saw how they were always focused on the bad, you know, with Scrooge and things like that, they actually began to smile again. They saw the good again in people. They felt like they belonged. And that really helped me with my church family and sisters who were first friends, how we would share with each other and really be transparent and go, you know, we've all been through different things, or we'd be there for each other, you know, showing good character. And I gained family, you know, I even met my husband in the church and things. It's just because we were serving. We wanted to help out and things like that. So that's another testimony in itself. But I just want to share this scripture with you, and it's Ecclesiastes chapter 1, or chapter 3, sorry, and it's verses 1 through 4. And so it says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. And so I just chose those few scriptures because I thought it would just bring this whole video together, and how, yes, there are times where we just feel like we're at our lowest. Where we get those blows, it's like, why me? You know, I can't believe this. Why is this happening? This could happen to someone else, or I didn't deserve this. They didn't deserve this, right? But we have to also keep in mind there are those times of joy and laughter, and we have those memories, right? If it's a person who's hitting you that hard, it's probably because you shared some great memories that we can look back on when we felt joy and laughter with them. And we can do that during the holidays. I talked about, you know, making a family, like you can make your own from friends and things like that, and people you trust. You can make new memories. You can have more times of joy and laughter. For me, I wasn't the only one who lost my mom. I have 4 siblings who also did. I have a stepdad. I have aunts who lost their sister, uncles, things like that. I can have wonderful moments with them, and we can reminisce, and we can start new traditions and things with them. So I just encourage you, don't just let this time pass by and just act like it's just the worst time in the world. You never want to experience it. I encourage you to try to make it the best time you can, right? Really spend that time with your family, and not even just during the holidays. Anytime, you know, you want to reach out, let's go hang out, let's go to the movies, whatever you want to do, because that's going to help you. That's going to help you realize, like, yes, I've been through some times, but I've had some great times as well. And I'm telling you, it could be the littlest things, like you went to go check your mail and you got a check in the mail and you didn't realize you were supposed to get one, or things like that. You just never know. But we have those good moments. It's just up to us to make sure we shed light on those too, and not just focus on the bad, okay? Don't let it make you bitter. Let it make you better. You can grow. You can share your testimony with other people. I've met so many men and women since who have also lost their mom, and it's hit them really hard. And just be able to share my story, to be able to see their story and how they lost their mom a different way. You know, what's my way? But just that encourages me, because a lot of times we feel isolated, like we're the only one. No one understands, and that is never the case. Yes, it's not exactly how it happened to you, but other people have gone through this too, and we won't know unless we reach out and we talk about it. So I really hope you stay encouraged. I really do hope you have a wonderful holiday season. And again, on this channel, we're just here to encourage each other, to help each other learn, to give tips. Please comment below. Let me know. You know, if you want to share your story, go ahead. If you say that this helps you and you want to take the chance and actually have a great time during this holiday, please do so, because that's the purpose. I hope you all really enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe again on my channel to get future notifications, and just have a wonderful holiday.